I'm late. I did the pre-show. I watched it live, but I wasn't able to make the video until now. You wanna know why? Because I have college now. The way I was able to get out the previous Fish Game News videos so quickly after the directs happened was because I was homeschooled. But now I'm in college, and there is no homeschooling for college. First up, we have more DLC for Splatoon 3. This was already announced, but hey, this actually looks pretty cool. I'm still not getting Splatoon 3. And next is Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Called it. Alright, to be fair, this was already leaked by a little someone called Pyoro that will come up again. And also, this isn't at all what I was expecting. I was expecting another mini Mario game, not a remake of the GBA game. I loved Donkey Kong 94. And yeah, this just looks like more of it, so that's great. Up next is this game. I thought it was going to be Prince of Persia, and then I remembered Prince of Persia is not Mega Man Zero. Prince of Persia was a series of slow, methodical puzzle platformers. Anyway, this is Prince of Persia. After that is Horizon Chase 2. It's an arcade racer. Pretty neat. Super Crazy Rhythm Castle by Konami. It's like Fall Guys meets Rhythm Heaven, and it also has music from Castlevania. Sign me up. A game based off of Spy Cross Family. I got a bunch of dirty looks when I said at the College Anime Club that I never actually saw Spy Cross Family. Some guy said that it was the best anime of 2022, and I'm like, bro, Cyberpunk Edge Runners came out. That is the best anime ever made. They talked about more information regarding the Mario RPG remake. They introduced new features that made the already pretty easy game even easier. And typically I'd be ticked off about that, but at the same time, this is a turn-based RPG. Gameplay and difficulty are already not exactly the most important parts. We've got remakes of a DS game and a Wii game that no one's ever heard of. Another code looks interesting, kind of, but I'm gonna need more information than just... That Princess Peach game rears its ugly head again, now with an official name, Showtime. I'm still not too interested in it, but it's interesting to note that out of all the things it could have been, it decided to be Streets of Rage. And hey, we get an 11th Saga game. That's awesome, and it's still turn-based. Crap. Alright, but in all seriousness, the Saga series is one that I've been wanting to get into for quite a while. I've been playing through the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection, and my second favorite game has actually been Final Fantasy II. That joke died with my last channel, Final Fantasy II. Seeing as how the Saga series is something of a spiritual successor to FF2, it sounds fantastic for me. Only thing is, the Final Fantasy Legend Collection has never come out on a cart. What are you waiting for, Squaresoft? Tomb Raider Remastered Trilogy, updating the original PS1 game with better graphics that make it look like it was made for the Dreamcast. More information on Detective Pikachu returns. Tim Goodman teams up with Detective Pikachu to find Goodman's dad. It's like calling someone and asking them where your phone is. Trombone Champ. I always wanted to play the Spider-Man 2 Pizza theme on fake brass. Does anyone actually care about MOBAs? I honestly forgot that War Tales was even in the direct. We got a remake of Contra 1. That's actually pretty cool, but at the same time, I have the Anniversary Collection, and the only two games that I cared about in it were Super C and Hardcore. Unicorn Overlord, what the hell kind of a name is that? More information on the Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Remaster. Why? A Nintendo museum is opening up over in Tokyo. That is out of state, that is out of country, that is out of continent, but I get it, that's where Nintendo is headquartered. Dude, there's a Sora amiibo! But you wanna know what's even better than that? F-Zero! That's right, a new F-Zero. But not really. This is another one of those 99 games like Tetris 99, Pac-Man 99, Mario 35, which died, so that doesn't give me a lot of hope for F-Zero 99. But at the very least, it is something. Except that all the tracks come from the SNES game. So that's what F-Zero is. A completely flat racer. Not GX, not even the N64 game. Just flat. Like the SNES game, the GBA games, that is F-Zero now. Vandaltail. That's a farming sim. And it's also based on League of Legends. And then there's another game based off of League of Legends. And more info on WarioWare Move It. They dedicated a bunch of time to talking about the forums. Has it really been that long since Smooth Moves? Aiden Chronicles. I am moderately interested in this. And then there's some DLC for a farming sim. Wargroove 2 reminded me that the Advance Wars collection is actually out now. I honestly forgot that it came out. Dave the Diver. It's like Hikichan meets Diner Dash. I'm in. Booster Course Wave 6. Called it. Not really, though, since I was expecting there to be F-Zero courses, which was the source of the Pyoro rumor. But instead, F-Zero was a separate thing, and we got one course, which was from the Wii game, and we got a whole bunch of characters for some reason. Including a terrorist. And then we had a sizzle reel of other things coming up soon, and then the final announcement. I'm glad that so many Reddit users are finally able to play their favorite game for the first time. Alright, but seriously, I am actually really interested in the Thousand Year Door remake, but Paper Mario fans act like there hasn't been a new game since 2004, when the last game in the series was released 3 years ago, and then 4 years before that, and then 4 years before that, and then 5 years before that. But hey, I get it, those 4 games are radically different from the first 2. Super Paper Mario was an actually good game, and then the other 3 did that Final Fantasy VIII thing where battles are nothing more than a waste of time and resources. Plus, apparently all 4 games played way too much into the paper aspect that wasn't even a part of the original game's identity. And hey, when it comes out next year, I'll be there. I may not have cared too much for turn-based RPGs in the past, but I've come around to them. So, I will be there. It'll be my first time too. And that is the direct. So, it's pretty good. I don't know what It was yesterday. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about it. I mean, no F-Zero. And that's all she wrote. But hey, Chrono Trigger didn't happen. Called it.